Hello, today we are going to take a look at this Motorola flashport radio, and the problem is that battery is completely dead. What I'm planning to do, I'm going to open this battery and we are going to put new cells inside, and then we'll be able to recharge it using the Motorola fast charger. So let's find a good entry point. I was trying to pry over here, but without a great success. I think I'm going to put something sharp like a knife and try to cut, because that looks like there's some kind of glue, and I think that will be a good entry point. I also trying over there, but no success. And by the way, I'm going to try to put a nickel metal hydride, because that charger should also take care of these cells. So let's try to open this. As you can see, I managed to open the battery, but it's not in a very good shape. Just like I was expecting, there was a glue on the side. So I managed to not destroy the casing. As you can see, the case is in pretty good shape. This is the part that stands out from the radio, maybe except of that it's looking very nice. But I managed to break this flex cable. So here we've got our contacts for the radio, and there is a flex cable. I'm not sure what kind of that component is. Maybe that's some kind of a fuse, but it looks like a diode, but it doesn't have any stripe. So maybe that is a fuse. I think that might be possible. And this is the only cable that's going to the terminals. So I expect it have two sides. So I think this is a double-sided, and there is a positive and the negative on the other side, because there is no way of running two contacts. And the cells, they are Japanese. They are slightly bigger than AA. Let me grab a AA for compare. I grabbed the AA for compare, and this is the same diameter, or it is pretty close, but these cells are longer. But I don't think that will be a problem, and they happen to leak out, as you can see. But we can all fix that, because I've got a spot welder, and we can make any shape of that stripes. But I need to locate where is the positive and the negative, and we've got another. Here is a diode. So this is the terminals that go to the charger. So yes, that's how it looks like. I'm going to make a same packet from the Ikea LADDA on my spot welder, and I'm going to try to put it back. And let's see. As you can see, we've got a quite fancy shape of a bus bar between these two sides, but by using the spot welder, we can create exactly the same thing, exactly the same shape for size of our cells, and I'm going to protect this using the Kapton tape. And this is our bus bar replacement using the spot welder and the Kapton tape. Now I'm going to weld it and we are going to see. Okay, so our bus bar jumper is under that part, as you can see. It's connecting these two batteries, and now that stripe needs to be connected into that point, and I think I'm going to make it a little bit longer just in case I need to change something. And as you can clearly see, I managed to put it back. The biggest problem was that double-sided flags that on one side have a positive and on the other the negative, and I had to use a jumper wire. In normal case I would just spot weld to this, but I was afraid that I will pierce the insulation in between and spot these two conductors together, so I go just for scraping it and soldering a jumper wire. As you can see, all the contacts I protected with the Kapton tape just to be safe. And if you ask me, this is possible to do, but in case I think you don't have other choices, because the battery from China will have extremely bad capacity, and here I put like the best cells on the market that you can grab, and this radio are not manufactured anymore, so even if you buy a new battery, that will be most likely like new old stock, and that might be also a problem with the capacity. So let's try to put it back. Of course, I'm not going to glue it right now. I would like to just close it. As you can see, it doesn't look very nice, to be honest, because the truth have to be said, and it still needs a little bit job. That was a mistake, because I didn't check if it's working. That was a mistake, my mistake. Let's try to check the voltage, and we've got a good voltage on the input. Let's try, we've got a positive and the negative. I hope it's working. Yes, it's working. I've got a good polarity. I had to cut this part, and we are going to need to glue it. But let's try to power on the radio. Yeah, that's looking pretty bad, but it's not glue. Let's try to turn it on. And yes, it looks working. Of course, we are out of range and dummy load, but yes, that's how it looks like. So I think it will be working after of course gluing it back. Let's try to charge it. So let me drop our battery to the charger, and we've got the red charging LED. As you can see, the recharge process is completed. We've got a green LED and the battery is fully charged. We can take a look. What is the cutoff voltage? And as you can see, fully charged, is warm, so everything worked correctly. And in meantime, I did replace cells in second one. That time I know where the flex is, and as you can see, I managed to make it really nice without any damage. And as you can see, fit beautiful, and just looks, of course, if it's working. Yes, of course it's work, and we can recharge it with a radio attached. So that's how it looks like. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that will help you. See you next time.